Obviously, what a difference a couple days makes. Very proud of our group. I thought we had some edge about us. To get loose balls and stick our nose in there and take charges, and that helped us. And again, you're not going to really run anything pretty against athletic switching defense. And I thought we did a good job the last 2 days of practice talking about opening the floor up and just cutting more. And Nick Jogo's movement without the ball early helped him and helped us offensively kind of get some stuff.
All right, we will open it up to questions. Our first question will be from Tom Noy.
Yeah.
Mike, when they got it to 4 with 2:30 to play, what was the difference where it's not going to be like Syracuse, it's not going to be like Georgia Tech, you're going to finish this thing out tonight?
I would say maybe a little bit of a group mentality and what they talked about in a couple of those timeouts and huddles. There were some timeouts, and I thought the body language and what they talked about was a key, and a little more confident look about them and a little more determined. They talked about it at halftime too, like finishing the game, and unlike those two that you mentioned, Tom. So I think it came from them, being, and a run's coming. They're too good a team to stay, 12, 14 ahead of them. They're coming, and but I thought we got some key loose balls and defensive rebounds that we haven't done enough of this year. But I know we did it, and we can do it, and maybe we can take it with us to Greensboro.
We'll go next to John Bryce.
Mike, the 34 trips to the free throw line, obviously big. Was that something you guys had talked about, just being more aggressive, or is that something that the guys kind of took upon in themselves today? And then those late game huddles that you referenced, what were those conversations like? And I guess how gratifying is it to see your team finally get one of these?
I wish I had us in more of 5-out cutting on Wednesday. I really kicked myself. Because really the defense that NC State and Florida State play is very similar, athletically switching stuff. And, as we digested Wednesday and moved on, we kind of got ourselves in that a little bit better. And so the floor was open for drives. And, when we drive, a lot of times you're going to get fouled. And, we're a great free throw shooting team, and we got there a lot and we cashed in. I think it's a Prentice Hub kind of voice in a huddle down the stretch, and a Nick Jogo as a vocal guy, a Cormac Ryan, who was voted a captain even in his first year of eligibility. I thought there was a great voice from him before the game in the locker room and throughout the game.
We'll go next to Patrick Engel.
Mike, when you guys needed buckets late in the game or in the second half, it seemed like Prentice was the one who was willing to go break down a defense and create for himself and beat good defenders. What did you see out of him that allowed him to be effective there?
Well, the one thing about him, he is a gamer and loves to compete and believes. And, I think at times he's had to force some plays that maybe don't look pretty or beautiful for us, but I give him the benefit of the doubt because he's unafraid. But I thought we had a few more guys, too, driving it tonight. Cormac, Dane, Trey Wirtz handling the ball helps Prentice. He comes in and handles the ball a little bit, and it takes Prentice off the ball some. And again, I just think it was, I would say, just how they spoke to each other in huddles. We're going to finish this one. We're finishing this one. It was it's great determination after, not being able to do that a couple places to learn and do it. When young people kind of learn and then do it, it's really gratifying to watch.
We'll go next to Tim O'Malley.
Coach, when Ryan came in off the bench, I had him down for a couple diving loose balls, a couple of threes, and that touch pass to Prentice Hub off the inbounds. What spark did he give you? And you mentioned that he kind of had that grit going through and a voice at the end.
He's got a great edge about him. And again, I thought his voice in the locker room was needed and really good before the game and throughout the game, making tough plays, making hard plays, being physical. The steal that he had of the outlet was a big play, because we were back on our heels, and that was a big play. But he's really a tough kid. When you think about his year, and I said this, he's still kind of a young player. He didn't play the whole season at Stanford, had some injury issues, sat last year, and then had some issues this year. But I just think as he grows and gets older, and he's learning to play a little slower on offense, not play maybe as fast, that's helped him. There's so much to work with there. I mean, he's so gifted, and he wants it so bad.
We will circle back to Tom Noy.
Mike, given how long this year has been, given how long the last 2 weeks have been, this team had every excuse just to show up today. But why the edge and the energy that we saw from this team that we really maybe haven't seen most of the season?
I think the character of the young people we have. They're great kids, man. And I mean we've been available for every game this season. We've played 18 games. Miami's actually played 19. I think we're the only team to play 10 road games. We've shown up every night. We've shown up when the ACC needed to reschedule. I mean, we should get a freaking sportsmanship award or something. I mean, my God. And so we got great kids, and you know what? Their pride was really hurt Wednesday, and at times throughout this year. And there's no big speeches from me. It's a little bit of digging down and man, you gotta. And it's neat to see a group of guys kind of rally and do it, and you still get a chance to do it. You still get a chance to do it. As you head to Greensboro.
And we will go back. Oh, all
we
right.
got another one.
One more.
Okay.
We'll go next to Patrick Engel.
Kind of going off that, Mike, what was a message to the guys after a couple of weeks of trying to find something to push the right buttons and now finding whatever, or just kind of letting them do it, that finally kind of clicked for them?
I think when you have high character guys and their pride has been banged up, they respond, they react. You don't have to push buttons. I give a lot of credit to our leadership from probably starting Wednesday night with some text messages by Nick Jogo to the team about the next day and Friday. I give a lot of credit to that group, and I'm really thrilled for him that they can respond, after a tough stretch. Thank you.